Ludacris is one of the most influential Southern rappers of all time. Throughout his rap career, he became known for his vibrant rap style and creative music videos, and he's basically a Southern version of Busta Rhymes. Throughout the early 2000s, he was known for making us laugh for his lyrics and videos, but by the time 2006 came, his image changed. First, he shed his iconic cornrows as he announced his latest album, Release Therapy. The lead-off single looked like as if he didn't change much, as Moneymaker, a collab with Pharrell Williams, went to #1 and would later win a Grammy for Best Rap Song. As the albums go, I can remember listening to the album thinking, it's okay, but one song from that album stood out from all the others. Runaway Love is a song where Ludacris tells a fictional tale about three preteens who are living in unfit conditions. It peaked at #2 on the Billboard Hot 100, and I didn't know this at the time, but Carrie Hilson got songwriting credits and sang background, while Mary J sang the hook. Today, I'm going to break down the song Runaway Love, and if you've never heard of this song, I highly recommend listening to this song before watching this video. So without further ado, this is Runaway Love, the time Ludacris got real. Before we begin, I asked you to do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 1,000, so your help is needed. And now to our feature presentation. Verse 1, Lisa. In the first verse, we're introduced to a girl named Lisa who is 9 years old. A girl who never knew her father and her mother was a drug addict who brings random men to do whatever. One night, her mother was strung out on drugs, and one of the men, who is known as the skinhead from Higher Learning but is a funny guy in real life, tries to advance on little Lisa, but every time she resists, he strikes her. Lisa tries to tell her drugged up mother that these men were physically, emotionally, and sexually abusing her, but her mother does not believe her. Feeling defenseless and not having her own mother believe her, Lisa realized that home is not a place for her and she runs away. It is safe to say her mother should be either in jail and or lose custody of Lisa. The first verse strings in the topic of assault and living in an unfit environment filled with drugs and men. Verse 2, Nicole. In the second verse, we're introduced to a girl named Nicole who is 10 years old. She is struggling with an identity crisis as she doesn't think she isn't beautiful enough. And to make matters worse, her father is an alcohol abuser and a physical abuser to Nicole. When she goes to school, her teacher always confronts her, not because of her grades, but they keep noticing bruises throughout her body. Protective over her father, she uses the classic "I fell down the steps" excuse. She thinks about running away then until she befriends a girl named Stacy and for once a positive influence in her life. Her only friend, she vowed to stay tight to the end of time or till death do them part, which unfortunately happens. While walking home, Stacy is hit by a stray bullet, ending her entire existence. Nicole now feels even more alone that her only friend is gone, and realizing her father is the man that he is, she decides that home is not a place for her and she runs away. This verse is very similar to the first, this time dealing with an alcoholic father who is abusive, and whenever a positive influence enters her life, they vanish. Verse 3, Erica. In the third and final verse, we're introduced to a girl named Erica, and thank God her name isn't Lopez, who is 11 years old. And unlike the first two, she's the one that's doing the drugs. She takes ecstasy to feel aroused and is seeing a dude who is 16. The two often have sex, and not being taught about the facts of life, they do it without protection. And y'all know what this leads to. She gets pregnant and the deadbeat does what the deadbeat does best and never heard from again. She is now feeling afraid that if her mother finds out, she will overreact. And to make things worse, Erica is from a poor upbringing, so poor that even an abortion isn't an option. She decides that home is not a place for her and decides to run away. In the video, Erica, who is played by the legendary Keke Palmer, is bawling her eyes out while Mary J comforts her. This verse involves the consequences of teen pregnancy and not to do it if you can't provide. Ludacris then closes the song giving the girls wise words of encouragement and admits that he feels like running away sometimes too. But he also said that even though life is hard, even if you're a preteen, everything's gonna be okay and someone still cares about you. And that concludes Runaway Love. And again, if you have not heard this song before, I highly recommend you listen to it. Tell me what y'all think in the comments below. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.